Fragment of a steam marks the capturing monster, the guild echoes of a wirebug's killed to hunted power origin. A forge's breath cools as the tool emerges bioluminescent nerves thrum, capturing echoes of a hunted leviathan. Kamura's silkbind woven from stolen thought, the guild's fire never forgets its prey. Fragment of a steam marks the capturing monster, the guild echoes of a wirebug's killed to hunted power origin, Kamura leviathan technology. The guild's creed forbids slaying it here, they shattered their own law. Neural filaments ripped from a Nergigante during its metamorphic torment now pulse in your grip. Each scream the wirebug utters is a shuddering echo of that agony. A tool, yes. But also a tomb. The guild's fire burns brightest when it defies its own ashes. The wirebug's bioluminescent filaments are not mere tools. They are neural pathways, harvested from an elder dragon's spine. Kamura's silkbind technique repurposed living tissue into a leash for the wild. Each pulse of light maps a stolen nervous system, bending monsters to the guild's will. This is no accident. The wirebug's scream of flickering, chaotic surge mirrors Nergigante's death throes during its failed evolution. A dragon's agony distilled into a toggle for hunters. When overstimulated, the device convulses, as if remembering the body it inhabited. Crafted under guild protocols classified as ethical optimization, the wirebug's origins demand no moral accounting. Neural silk harvesting requires subjects kept alive long enough for their pain to shape the tool. The elder dragon's identity is erased, its biology reduced to a binding agent, yet its echoes remain. Every activation triggers a neural phantom, a weapon, a wound. A whisper of the creature, the guild hollowed to make you whole. The wirebug's bioluminescent filaments are not mere tools. They are neural pathways harvested from a captured elder dragon's spine. Kamura's silkbind technique repurposed living tissue into a leash for the wild. Each pulse of light maps a stolen nervous system, bending monsters to the guild's will. This is no accident. The wirebug screaming a flickering, chaotic surge of light mirrors Nergigante's death throes during its failed evolution. A dragon's agony distilled into a toggle for hunters. When overstimulated, the device convulses, as if remembering the body it once inhabited. Crafted under guild protocols classified as ethical optimization, the wirebug's origins demand no moral accounting. Neural silk harvesting requires subjects kept alive long enough for their pain to shape the tool. The elder dragon's identity is erased, its biology reduced to a binding agent, yet its echoes remain. Every time you activate the wirebug, you trigger a neural phantom, a weapon, a wound. A whisper of the creature, the guild hollowed to make you whole. The Kamura did not seek to slay, they sought to bind. To translate the elder dragon's chaos into threads of command, but capture is not containment. The guild's fifth lord, whose name is etched in brass and regret, ordered the extraction. Neural tissue still twitching, became the wirebug's Korea silkbind lattice woven with unquiet matter. The master hunters who wielded it knew not its source, they called it precision. The feline, with their luminous trust, never questioned the tool that moved like a living snare. Yet the guild's own edicts curdled, capture they preached. But what is a neural phantom if not a cage that whispers? The five lords in their hubris crowned the wirebug as Kamura's zenith. Unnamed archetypes followed, stitching its use into legend, but the dragon's residue persists. Each deployment stirs a subsonic echofang against filament, a hunger misdiagnosed as function. The Palico's ethics, so bright in their simplicity, cannot unsee this. The wirebug is no machine. It is a scar given wings, a testament to the cost of bending the wild to wire. The guild's dark experiments did not birth monsters. They unshackled echoes of the ones they thought they'd slain. And every hunter who activates the wirebug walks the same Titringineer, executioner, and inheritor of a debt no ledger can hold. What if the wirebug still screams in every hunter's hand? The guild's equal dragon weapon failed not because it lacked power, but because it awakened something that should never be bound. They hollowed a dragon's mind to forge this mimicry of life. What if every trigger pull replays a murder no tomb can mute? The guild's capture-overslay doctrine crumbled with the first Wirebug prototype. Neural filaments coiled like a dragon's memory, pulsed with stolen sentience. Black dragon prohibition exists for a reason. Those creatures are not studied, not tamed. Yet here was Kamura's answer, a weapon born of violation. The equal dragon weapon sought to enshrine a dragon's might into steel. It failed. The frenzy virus sought to bend dragon biology to guild will. It spread. The Wirebug is the guild's third strike, a scalpel, dissecting its own pretense of mercy. What does it mean when your trap is a prisoner's mind, reshaped into a tool? Kamura's engineers did not merely harvest tissue. They hollowed a dragon's essence, repurposed its agony into precision. Each wire that snare twists, each charge that pins prey, echoes with a silence louder than death. The guild's archives classify this as innovation. The black dragon prohibition now leaks from the Wirebug's core. Every commission signed in Kamura's name is a confession. The Wirebug is no mere device. It is a scar on the world's flesh, a testament to what the guild sacrifices to play God. And when the wire bites, it does not ask permission. It reenacts a theft the stars have not forgiven. In Kamura's research facility, the Silkbind protocol files conceal the Wirebug's origin, a cage forged from an elder dragon's neural tissue. Its schematics are etched in blood, not blueprints. What hunters see as a tool, the dragon's ghost sees as a tomb. Each pulse mirrors a captured heart, each spark a remembered scream. The guild did not build this. They transmuted agony into utility. Now, every Wirebug carries the weight of a slaughter unseen, unspoken. In the minds of wielders, the dragon's fury lingers, a silent coiled thread. To use it is to hold a fragment of the forbidden, where science and slaughter intertwine. The Silkbind protocol binds more than data. It binds a death that will not rest. They called it progress, a tool to safeguard the wilds. But the Silkbind's glow is a wound kept lit. The guild, stewards of balance, carved their ethics from the spine of a thing too ancient to scream. Bioluminescent threads, once a pulse of primal thought, now guide harvesters through forests they claim to protect. What does it mean to preserve a world by bleeding its monsters dry? The Wirebug's light is not life, it is the afterimage of a killing, a circuit board of frozen agony. The ecological texts praise its ingenuity. They do not name the creature whose neural lattice now twitches in your grip. Every snap of the Silkbind's trap is an echo of a death that will not rest. The guild's hands are clean in the ledger of law. In the ledger of souls, they are bloodstained. You wield a monument to the cost of looking away. What if the Silkbind's shimmer hides more than light? The Fifth Fleet didn't just capture Zora Magdaros, they harvested its neural lattice, weaving agony into Kamura's tools. Your Wirebug pulses with ghostly bioluminescence, a relic of stolen sentience. Each thread is a